Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Archer Components D1 electronic trail shifter with paddle remote. Wireless electronic shifting offers a variety of advantages over mechanical shifters, including micro adjustments, faster shifting, and cleaner installations. The added technology doesn't come cheap though, as SRAM and Shimano electronic shifters require specific derailleurs, shifter combination, as well as proprietary batteries and chargers. Archer Components is seeking to change that with their affordable electronic shifter kits that install in nearly any mechanical drivetrain setup. Today we're going to be looking specifically at the D1x trail with their new paddle shifters and the Sprinter battery setup. This is one of the latest designs and offers faster shifting with more user-friendly controls. In terms of packaging, it can be very basic and simple. It's a small cardboard box, a little sticker on here with their graphics printed directly on there. And that's about it. So we'll go ahead and take it out of the box and go over specs. Retail price on this is $429 with the Sprint battery setup. This is an electronic rear derailleur shifter that works with any mechanical setup. So it electronically shifts but actuates a mechanical rear derailleur. It has 25-hour runtime with the Sprint batteries, which are these 3 small cells. The standard battery setup will go up to 80 hours, so you can also use that if desired. This has their ergonomic paddle shifters, and this is one of the newest features. It's a 3D printed Cera-coated shifter and offers haptic feedback, so you can see nice click and very simple setup. It can even be set up on the right-hand side or left-hand side, so you can actually customize the experience to whichever side you prefer. It's offered in a variety of colors. This is the pink option, so it gives you a little bit of flair on the bike. And it's also fully customizable via the app, so you don't actually need the shifter. You can operate it through the app to fine-tune it or set up some of the additional features. In terms of what comes with this setup, this is the full kit. You can purchase all of these separately. So if you need to replace your shifter or want to upgrade your battery, you can do that. This is the battery setup, so the batteries go in here and it actuates the mechanical cable out the side, so it has a little motor built in. You have to mount this on your bike. You have some of the clamps for installing the paddle shifter onto your bike. You have some of the additional clamps for installing the shifter onto your frame. Some derailleur cable, which you'll need to connect between the mechanical rear derailleur and the shifter assembly. We saw the Sprinter lithium-ion batteries. And then this also comes with the full kit again. So this has the charging. So you have a 4-cell charger on here. So you can throw the batteries on here, purchase additional ones. So if you want to extend your ride time, you can easily do that as they're very small. You have the installation guide, but you can also use their website or online videos to really help you get that installed quickly, as well as a little paddle shifter installation guide. So a very nice installation, no additional packaging, nice little paper holders to keep everything in place. Archer Components' motto is to keep derailleur stupid, and they accomplish that by separating the electronic shifting from the derailleur itself. So this is a hybrid approach that allows you to use any mechanical setup, whether it's an 8-speed or 12-speed, and still get the benefits of electronic shifting. So it's a great option if you want to retrofit your existing bike or for a new bike build, as it's a lot more affordable and again, fully compatible with nearly any setup. What's really cool about this new setup though is the paddle shifter. This was just introduced in 2022, and you can see nice haptic feedback with a strong click in each direction. It's a lot nicer than the original shifter. It makes it feel a lot more premium. So you can place this wherever you desire, right against your grip, and then simply tap it. It has a nice texture to it as well. They offer this in quite a few colors. It's a Cera-coated design, so not only can they color it, but it's scratch and UV resistant. And it's also 3D printed in-house, so a really cool design that lets them really fine-tune the manufacturing. You have a micro USB port here to charge it, and the adjuster, the micro adjuster button here to turn on the unit, as well as enable micro adjustments to do little adjustments up and down in each gear individually. So that's one of the big benefits of electronic shifting. You can do adjustments while you're riding. You don't have to deal with any mechanical cables or deal with frame. You can simply tap the button do up and down and really get it fine-tuned. Installing this on your bike is also very simple, nice clamp. So you just tighten this down, and you can also position this on the right side or the left side by swapping this out. So you simply pull that little spacer out, swap the bolt position, and you can move it inward and outward. Obviously you can adjust the height. This is the pink version, which doesn't look quite as snazzy as the website photo. Instead, it's more of a matte finish. It looks really cool, so it'll stand out on your bike. The other magic of this is the shifter component. So this stores the batteries and has the motor that actually drives the mechanical cable back and forth. So again, this is a hybrid approach, similar to the TRP High Road, where you get hydraulic shifting with mechanical actuation. This one's electronic shifting with mechanical actuation of the derailleur. So obviously it's bigger than what other systems have because you actually have to move the mechanical derailleur, so it's a little bit less efficient, requires more force. This is a simple design with the batteries here. We have the Sprinter setup. So this reduces the battery life quite a bit from 80 hours to 25, but gives you 50% faster shifting that puts it right on par with Shimano and SRAM. It uses 3 small lithium polymer batteries, which is really nice, so you can actually replace these or carry additional ones if needed. They sit right here on the inside of the housing for the shifter. And then the rest of it has the cable part. The mechanical cable will come out of here, and then you have these little retention straps that you put through here and then secure it against your bike. It's a little bit chunkier because it's a non-integrated design, unlike Shimano, which hides it in the C-post, or SRAM, which uses small batteries. This one you have one big unit, but you can mount this on your seat stay, chain stay, or even using the optional bottle cage holder for a sleeker installation. Installing the D1x is really straightforward. You simply have to remove your current shifter. So here you can see us removing the grip and the shifter, removing the cable from the current routing. And because it's a wireless setup, it's a lot cleaner. You simply have the remote and then the shifter component. You want to install the cable onto the shifter using the little back access panel and then connect it to your derailleur. So it's very simple. You want to make sure you install that shifter in the proper location, so you don't want to hit it while you're pedaling or have it hit the spoke. So really tighten it down properly. Using the app, you can then fine tune the shifting to really make it nice and crisp, and you can micro adjust each gear. Using that, you can also pair the remote and then install the remote onto the handlebar. Simply slides on with the provided clamp. It's very simple, and the whole installation should be under 30 minutes. Here you can see the D1x shifter on here. It has a linear actuator with the Sprint batteries inside it. Shifting speed is nice and responsive. So you can see each click moves it really quickly, and it's a big improvement over the mechanical setup. Your performance will really depend on your derailleur too. So how much pull it needs will kind of drive the shift speed, but it is very fast. It's obviously not as clean or integrated as a Shimano or Ultegra setup, but you get to keep a cheaper derailleur, and if it gets damaged, it's not an issue, just replace that. All of the more expensive components are nice and hidden. Here you can see the paddle remote. It's a huge upgrade from the previous 2-button design that Archer components had. A lot more ergonomic and intuitive, so you just press up, press down. So very simple. It's a huge upgrade from the mechanical shifter we had too. This is an L2, and you can see how long the throws are. Now every shift is a nice short click, so it makes it feel a lot faster, and it is a lot faster. Now one thing that's easy to forget with the Archer setup is that you do have to manually turn it on and off. There is a button here, and it's pretty small and hard to actuate, so you have to press it. Then you hear it turn on. So unlike a SRAM or Ultegra, which have a little vibration sensor in there that automatically turns it on, this one is manual. Now Archer knows that this is very inconvenient and pretty annoying. It's very easy to forget. You start shifting and nothing happens. So they are working on a updated version that would have a motion sensor in there. You also need to remember to turn on the paddle remote as well, because when it first turns on, it isn't automatically connected, so you need to hold the button on the rear until that powers on. Here you can see some riding footage with the shifter. We were really impressed with it. The run times were really nice. You don't really have to worry about it. Depending on how much you ride, you only have to do it every 20, 30 hours, so pretty nice setup. Now with the remote, it was a huge upgrade from our stock L2 setup, which had big clunky upshifts and downshifts. With this, you have the nice haptic feedback. So really to transform the bike from this budget bike to a much more premium commuter or even light gravel bike. So really impressed with it. Only problem with this is really you just have to remember to turn it on and off. But after you do that, it's really seamless integration, and you can adjust that paddle to exactly where you want it. It's a really nice setup, and we really hope Archer keeps improving this with the auto on, auto off type features just to increase the usability and make it more seamless like SRAM and Shimano setups. But again, great option for a retrofit or budget build, as you don't have to buy these expensive drivetrains. Now let's take a look at the Archer app. Here you can see the main home screen. You should see the ID of your shifter, assuming it's on. And then from here, this is where you do the initial setup or do an update. So we're going to click update. You can see the micro adjustments per gear. So you can actually adjust this index amount and really fine tune the shifting. It's a really nice feature that SRAM and other companies don't allow you to do. So you can run more strange cassettes with bigger jumps and just compensate here. Then you can also set some settings. If you click on the gear icon, you do the remote pairing, which you should have done already initially. You have a change shifter option. So with this one, you can loosen it and it'll release the tension. You have low power mode, which will actually let you run longer, but with the slower shifts. Gimme home gear is a really nice option. So if you were to run out of battery, which can happen, this will put you back to the safe gear. So you can pick the one, and it's a good idea to leave it in the middle so you can make sure you're able to spin home. Or if you're somewhere really hilly, you can set it in a smaller or bigger gear, depending on where your terrain is. Auto shut off is a nice feature. It's really easy to forget to shut this off, so it'll automatically shut off in the specified amount of time. Quick shift is where you can actually fine tune the number of gears and how long it takes if you hold the button to do a double or triple jump. So you can pick exactly what you want and really fine tune. That's one of the great features of electronic shifting. You can really customize the experience. And then you have some more advanced features like reverse shift button, which will flip up and down. Overshoot, which is an interesting one. You can actually overshoot each gear to compensate for a worn down cassette and they get more life out of it. And then you also have metrics and a basic shift screen, and this helps you sort of tune it and adjust your front derailleur or rear derailleur if you needed to. So a pretty nice setup. It's a basic UI, but very functional. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the Archer D1x. What I like about it is they have ergonomic paddle remote. It's really nicely designed, comfortable to use, and very intuitive. Also installs on nearly any bike setup. Any type of mechanical derailleur will work with this, and you can keep your derailleur cheap and have the electronics hidden nicely away on your frame. Also, you have per gear micro adjustments, so you can really fine tune the shifting, which is a feature SRAM and Shimano don't really offer. The main cons for this is the fact that you do have a bulky battery pack. You can't really hide it in your seat tube or other locations. You really have to have it somewhere near the rear derailleur. Also, you have to manually turn it on and off, so it's not that intuitive to use. And unlike the SRAM or Shimano ones, which automatically turn on with vibration, that's a feature that Archer hasn't quite incorporated in yet. Taking everything into account, would give the D1x Trail an 8.9 out of 10. It's electronic shifting on a budget. While it's not perfect, it's a great way to retrofit a bike or get electronic shifting without breaking the bank. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.